Join us today on a narrowboat cruise from Willington to Barton turns. We visit a water point with a difference, and at the end I'll show you one of my new narrowboat designs.
In you go. Ching. Well, good morning. Our first kind of real set off from the cut. We've got a couple of locks to do today and then some mooring up. It's meant to rain, but I am on the hunt for the cat known as Munchkin. Munchie! I can't find him. You're the good girl, Alice.
Munchie!
Hello. Where were you? Where were you? Come on then. Everyone's looking for you. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Good boy. I thought he got stuck over the other side of the boats.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
I'll roll halfway between. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the Narrowboat Experience 2.0. We have just cast off and are moving along the Trent and Mersey towards a water point, some locks and some bins.
It's my favourite day because we're going to go find some bins.
We've had a lovely spot just moored up past Bridge 25. There was some Armco there and a nice field for the cats to play in.
The killing fields. So you might be curious as to why we set off at 8 a.m. Well, we checked the app and it's meant to rain at midday. So we're trying to be fair weather boaters and miss the rain somewhat. Wish us luck. Comment below if you think by the end of this vlog we're going to be wearing rainproof gear.
I think we will.
Yeah. Pause the video now. I've been set inside to make some cups of tea, which is fine by me because it is raining and it is cold. Guess how long till it started raining?
About 5 minutes.
We think there's a water point here near Bridge 32, but because our map is 12 years old and Kath won't let me buy a new one because it costs £11, we're hoping that it's accurate. Shall I see? These are the small sacrifices you make for wanting a bed in the bow. It's really tricky to get on and off the bow to get our water. Kath, as you know, has hurt her back, and she is using that excuse for many, many months, many weeks.
Up to 10 weeks.
Up to 10 weeks, the doctor said. You have to, the bow is quite a substantial amount higher, and you have to kind of unhook it there. Where Kath is standing is where we are keeping the hose. The hinges are broken, it's just on our to-do list. So you kind of need two people to get the water in and out, the hose in and out. But it's quite a big step, isn't it? This has to be one of the weirdest water points we've been to. Also, there's no bins here, so I'm very deeply saddened.
Me too.
I had to stop filming, obviously, because safety comes first, but we had to pull the boat out coming this way, and then I got off and got the center line, and we kind of just pulled her around the corner with a tiny, tiny bit of throttle, super slow. But honestly, if somebody was moored here, because this is a mooring, I guess it's not a very popular water point.
Probably for that reason.
Yeah. So just be aware, Bridge 32, if you can get water somewhere else. Or if you just want the adventure.
An adventure. Now that the water is filling, perfect time for a cup of tea. Where is it?
I'm making it. Another thing with the bed in the bow is when you start getting low in water, your wife says to you, "Oh, I can hear the water tank's quite low," because it makes a weird sound, doesn't it?
It sounds quite hollow.
Under the bed, like little water tank gremlins. Do you know what a gremlin is?
I'm aware of the movie, yes. I was alive when it was made.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
The boat that just went up, I think it is up here, up in front of us, said that this lock pulls you to the front quite a bit. So Kath's probably going to stay towards the back of the gates.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light than me to see the
Rain stopped, which is awesome.
Still great.
Some of you may have noted at probably last week that our fenders that came with the boat were swollen, and we did buy new fenders. However,
Eyes on the road.
coming into that lock then, Kath did a perfect alignment, but a really swollen fender on the port side hit the lock. So at the lock, with no one coming, and so we could access both sides, we took the fenders off, which was actually my job to do yesterday. I just forgot. Our back fender as well is sitting in the water, which is not ideal. It's also growing a garden. So there's quite a few jobs to do. You may have noticed that the gunnel on the starboard side is flaky. Lots of the black original paint has come off, and you can see some of the grey primer.
Like on this locker here, where people have obviously spent some time sitting.
Or standing.
It's down to primer.
Yeah.
And there's a few scratches around on the back of the boat.
Every hinge is gone pretty much.
Yeah, the hinges have rusted.
So we have quite a lot of jobs to do. I'm super excited because one of my jobs is painting the boat.
Only mainly this. So we've got the stern to paint.
Yeah. And the gunnel on the starboard side. I don't need to touch the port side. And I possibly might do the bow section. There's lots of like bitsy jobs to do like that, so I can kind of take my time with it and not have to paint a whole boat. Super excited. Really want to get it right. Want to do everything that I learned on it on this boat. I'm actually like, one of the things that made me want to buy the boat was that I got to do some boat painting.
We've already bought the paint. You may remember we gave a shout out to Midland Chandlers
Yes.
at Willington in one of our previous vlogs. They were very helpful when we were looking at paint and gave us some advice on the different types available.
Yes.
So we picked up some then, and it was during the 15% off sale.
Yes.
So we thought it was a good time to buy the paint.
Go Midland Chandlers.
but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rage. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no.
So we have just stopped because Kath saw a boatyard's chandlery sign and she can't resist.
I need a fuel filter,
And the only way I said I'd stop is if they had a cafe.
and they have a chandlery cafe. So we're gonna pop in for a cup of tea and hopefully a fuel filter, which is all I really want.
Unfortunately, Munchie, this isn't your stop. Sorry, Moo. Not your stop. No. Sorry. Interestingly, in our 12-year-old book, the bridge behind 34, as we pass under it, did not exist. But the pub is still there, so that's a good thing.
I bet these houses weren't. It said there was a field or a pond or something, didn't it?
Fields and ponds. It's like travelling in time. We have gone back to the future. My windlass and the windlass holder, but I've misplaced the belt that I usually put it on, so it's getting so tight.
Wear it around the middle.
Wear it around my middle. Not a cowboy.
It's not a holster.
I'll just put it here.
Over the clouds, across the ocean, I was trying to hide from my emotions, but now they're here to confront. Breathing in my neck, they're catching up. Simple as that, try to make things just don't work anymore. I can't fake it, I am hurt to the core. And they're catching chasing the sun. That's the never-ending quest of my life. And the ghosts are always just behind. Oh, breathing in my neck. Don't know what they want, but they're catching up nonetheless. I escape from every moment. My heart is wide open. Just run.
We are coming to the end of our first full cruising day on Lazy Days, and to commemorate the new season of the Narrowboat Experience 2.0, we are releasing a new set of Narrowboat badges.
So if you are interested, we'll put a picture up now and you can order them via our website artbyannamarie.com.
They're going to be like these, which are super cute. It's a very similar design. If you already have one of these, then you'll know the quality is really lovely. They're letting you guys know because we're only going to get a limited amount done for this run. If they're super popular, who knows, in 6 months we might get some more done. And Kath has spent many hours designing them, and we have spent many hours in consultation with the cats about them because they feature very highly in these badges. So click over and take a look. That would be wonderful.
artbyannamarie.com, and we'll leave a link in the description below. You can still buy our other enamel pins. We've got the red narrowboat, the Munchie and Alice through the porthole badge, and don't forget your
windlass. cool enough.
If you have enjoyed this episode, please do subscribe and click the like button. If you want to be notified when we release our next video, then click the bell icon next to the subscribe button.
Yes. And as always, thank you so much for your comments. We love reading them.
Yes.
Okay,